All in. Right, so we got a kickboxing session this morning. So we're going to start now. We'll decide to live stream this one as well. So got to get the camera in the right position. So there we go. That should be good. So we're going to start with a bit of a warm-up, like we always do. And we're going to go into our current syllabus set, which is called Dragon, which is inspired by Kung Fu. So we've got some type movements with this, Kung Fu movements, high front kicks, this sort of thing, chain punching, the back fist technique from Into the Dragon. So bits and pieces like that. So let's get started then with a warm-up. We're going to do a bow first of all, feet together, and right, and then march on the spot, nice and light, on kind of the balls of your feet, especially if you're on hard floor at your home. Nice light movements there. And you're going to circle your arms forward, right up past your ears, really stretching right up, really, really high. Get this body moving, nice slow movements and backwards. Again, really stretching those arms up, really, really high, right up past your ears. Brilliant, and around your body. You should always give yourself a hug every day. This is our hug for today. Keep breathing while you're doing it, of course. Oxygen's always good for you. In through your nose, out through your mouth, and rowing your boat. So right over top, left over top, right over top, left over top. Just keep switching those arms as you go along. 3, 2, 1, and nice and light, gentle jogging. Just bringing those, just keeping those knees nice and light, nice and low to begin with. Again, we're on quite a hard floor probably. I've got some mats, but you probably haven't. So we're going to punch just in the air, just gentle punching in the air. Go, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and feet on the back. Again, as light as you possibly can. Don't have to land. I've got trainers on. Good idea if you have trainers on too. You want to land nice and lightly on the balls of your feet. Knees at the front for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slow starts. And slow movement. Balls of the feet still. So my heels never actually touch the ground. Just gently landing on the balls of my feet. Gently jogging, punching forward, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, out to the side. Yeah. So 2 circle forward, 2 circle backwards, 2 around, 1, 2, roll your boat, 1, 2, and stop. Just move your fingers around. And one arm across your chest, just squeeze in sort of the shoulder, circle the wrist, 2 that way, and 2 that way. So arms, circle the wrist, 1, 2, and 1, 2. Arm up into the air, down the back, gentle push on the elbow, 3, 2, 1, swapping arms, 3, 2, 1, and down. Elbows up nice and high. Start bending the knees, gentle twists. Gentle side bends. And hip circles. We're going to circle 1, 2, 3, 4. And either way, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, you should be, if not on hard floor, if you've got trainers on, you should be fine to do this. If not, then you can skip this part. So you're going to put your legs out to the side. You're going to lean forward and stretch forward with your hands. Get them on the floor if you can. Taking your time and then through between your legs. And forward again. Standing up. Just leaning back. Pushing hips forward, leaning back. From there, stay where you are. Just turn to the side. Bend the front leg. Don't put your hands on it. Don't you lean on this leg. Hands behind your back. Keep your back nice and straight. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Swapping sides. Same the other way. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, as we turn this time, you're going to go up onto the ball of your foot. Now, you can't see that because the camera angle, but I'm on the ball of my foot now, on the back heel, and the left foot is is planted flat, sorry, with the knee bend. And my foot is just off at a little bit of an angle. So you put your leg straight, and then that's awkward. You might fall that way, but by turning your foot as an angle on this front leg, it kind of keeps you nice and solid going that way. Swap around the other way, so the other leg's now on the ball of the foot, and the front foot's off at a bit of an angle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then you're going to point your toe. Just lean forward, point your toe, grab your toe if you can. So stretch your calf muscle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Swap your feet. Exactly the same on the other side. So up on the heel on your left foot now I am. I'm just touching my toes with my 2 fingers. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you need some balance on this, grab hold of something. Otherwise, just bring one leg up, bring your knees in, lean back a little bit. So if you a little bit of a stretch on the front of your leg, on the quad. 3, 2, 1. Swapping legs, same on the other side. Knees in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And down. Okay, your legs are shake, arms are shake. Okay, gentle jogging on the spot. Punching again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Behind. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This way. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So stars. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, so on your backs now, 5 sit-ups, 5 press-ups, 5 squats. Press-ups off your knees. If you can't do off your legs, better to do them well off your knees and badly off your feet. Okay, so we're going to return to some exercise in a little while. First of all, we're going to look at some techniques we're working on now. So we've got a basic 4-block kata. Let's get straight into this. I've just literally this week I've tweaked my my blocks in order to get a bit more of a twist of the wrist into a few bits that we're doing. So I'm learning this as well. I'm trying to internalize it. I understand the moves, but I just need to internalize them. So basically, my Gidambarai was always shoulder to knee, just like that. Now I'm putting a little twist in. So I'm turning this fist, so my thumb is sticking out, basically. I'll show you this way. And then as you block, you twist. Just twisting that wrist at the end. I've always done it with this arm, but not with this arm. So I'm just bringing that in. So basic 4-block kata looks like this. We bow. We go outer block. 1. We go cross block. 2. We go upward block. 3. We look over our shoulder. We turn. We do downward block. 4. And same again. 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Together. That's it. I'll do this way as well. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Together. 3. I made a few tweaks with a couple of blocks there. I'm not going to go through it now because we just want to move on to the next part of what we're learning. But I will go through those separately in another video. So that's your basic 4-block kata. Next we've got front kick. So we're going to do a few front kicks, easy ones. I'm going to build up to that. Take this off here because this was drying yesterday after I went out for a cycle and got wet. So we'll put Clive back on here if it'll fit. Well, I can't kick this too hard, it just moves, so I've got to be a little bit careful. So basically your front kick is using the ball of your foot. See the way my foot is bent back? You don't want to do that because you'll damage your toes. Even if you've got shoes on, you still can damage your toes. So you want to bring it back. So if I didn't have shoes on, if that's the ball of my foot there, imagine this is the ball of my foot, my fingers at the toes, sorry, I'm bent backwards and I'm hitting with that part of my foot. So I'm going to hit Clive in the head, kick Clive in the head, but I'm not going to go upwards because it's not that sort of kick. It's forward kick. So I'm lifting the knee up, pushing, coming back. Lifting the knee up, pushing, coming back. So we're going to do 5 of those off each leg. So on your own time, off you go. Keep your guard up. I still think people do a lot of. They kick like this. That's fine, but if someone else comes in with something, you're going to get whacked in the head. So keep your guard up the whole time. Do it towards the camera. So we're there. 1, 2. Off you go. 3, 4, 5. Swapping legs. Same on the left leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're going to do 5 squats, 6 squats, sorry, so we're going to do 3 of each leg. 6 squats and you're going to kick. So basically you're going to do a squat, squat, kick off your right leg, squat, kick off your left leg. Thinking about the form again, bringing that knee up, pushing with the heel. Off you go. Cool, that's your front kick. Nice and simple. Okay, so I mentioned at the beginning that this is inspired by Kung Fu. So this is Bruce Lee's inch punch. This is very difficult to do on your own, but I'm going to take you through it anyway, take you through the basic process. So I should turn this around, but I can't. Right, best way to do this, Okay, I'll show you in the air, and then I'll try and get a pad. I may turn this around in a second to be easier from that side. So, in simple terms, you've seen the film Kill Bill. They do it a lot. Can't remember her name, but the lady in that does it. Uma Thurman. She does it quite a bit in Kill Bill. So, the contact patch for inch punch is this bottom knuckle here. So, what you'll need to do is you need to turn your fist. So, this wrist flick is a big part of what the inch punch is all about. So I'm using that as a guide, distance guide. So much I'm punching my hand. This is my distance guide here. And I'm going to drop in and actually connect with the bottom knuckle of my hand. This is Wing Chun. So fingers there, boom. Fingers there, boom. So what you don't want to do, you don't want to do this. It's not that. It's just, imagine you're pressing, put a bit of pressure against your finger, and then dropping that knuckle and just turn, not quite that much, turning as you come into it. Put a bit of pressure on your finger, let it go. Bit of pressure on your finger, let it go. Bit of pressure on your finger, let it go. Right, next part is your fighting stance. These are my feet. Normal fighting stance might look like that. In this case, you're just there. It's just a slight fighting stance. So your toe is a kind of level with the ball of your foot on your other so the toe of one foot is level with the ball of foot on the other foot. So it's a slight fighting stance there. I'll show you the feet moving. I'll move back, perhaps. There we go. It's a slight fighting stance there, like that. Fairly relaxed. And we're back to this point here. Now, next thing is, imagine someone kicks the back of your leg, and you've got that movement going. So this hip is going forward. So your fingers out, and you're dropping that in. That's the movement you're going to make. Okay, I'm going to move this. I've planned this better. I've had this good to go. But it's all part of the fun of teaching lockdown, teaching during lockdown. So put that way. So this is going to move. I'm going to have to catch it because it's going to move. Not that I'm that good. This is very light. So we're here. This is the position we're in there. And you're going to drop that in and connect. I'll do it very, very lightly now. So this shoulder drops. So we'll kick the back of your leg, don't forget. You get what's called a flinch response. You get that bit of a movement going when you're doing stuff. So your fingers there. Someone send me a message, I couldn't see what it said. So we're there. There. So you're dropping that in. Dropping that in. I'll just do a couple. I'm going to catch it. So this punch works, it's designed to work very, very close. It was a demonstration thing that Bruce Lee did. But you imagine if you're in a position here with somebody there, you can use this to punch really, really close to a close target. Never practice it. He says in his book by a guy called John D. DeMaio, don't punch to the head or face with it because you can do some serious damage. But we're just practicing the moves and getting the basic movement right. So there's your inch punch there. Boom, and in. Okay. Move on. Have yourself a drink. If you need one, now's a good time. I'm going to grab one myself. We're about to start more exercise. So we're going to start with a 5-5-5, 5 press-ups, 5 sit-ups, 5 squats. Up you go. We're going to do 2 punches as we come up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Into your press-up position. As I said, better to do well from your knees than badly from your feet. And then 5 squats. So yesterday for me was leg day, so we're going to do a few more press-ups now. So we're going to do a few one-handed press-ups. No, I'm kidding. We're going to do some close-hand press-ups. So it's called diamond or pyramid press-ups. So you're going to bring there. I bring my nose down to the middle. Some people bring it to the chest. Either one is fine. It's really working your triceps. I've not done these in ages. So you're going to go for 5 of these. As I say, again, off your knees if you can't do enough feet. 5 ordinary press-ups from the same position. And then 5 wide hand press-ups, approximately a metre. I've got metre mats down here, so I'm on the edge of the mat either side, 5 of those. Cool. Okay, what we got next? So we've got the lead hand back fist. So this was Bruce Lee showed this in Enter the Dragon. So the basic movement, it's with your right leg forward, right hand forward. You're coming forward with this hand. That's your movement. So there's a flick there. You are contacting with that back of that fist there. You're cracking, trying to bring it into the camera. So there's your movement there. There's your movement there. But the way he delivered it was he came forward and whipped it away. So forward, whip it away, forward, whip it away. So the way I imagine this is a little, going to teach you, a little bit like a witch with a big cauldron. No offense to the ladies, but it's a big witch's cauldron. Imagine you're stirring, big pot. So that's the movement your hand's making. See the hand movement, look. That's the hand movement you're making. Boom. So from here, right leg forward, right hand forward, thrusting forward, lunging forward and coming in from this angle, lunging forward and coming in. Nice light wrist with our whipping action with the wrist. I don't know if that helps at all, but go this way as well. And this way. If you've got a pad holder, obviously it's easier. You can strike the pad. The way I sometimes teach it is I'll have so think about this. So I'll have a pad in this hand here, and I'll have a pad a little bit further forward. I'll show you from above. So I've got one pad here. You're going to hit this pad first, and then you hit this pad with that part of your hand. So basically, you're going to go pad, 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 bang, 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 bang. So this is your main strike point here. The one over there. But this one is just to guide your hand away, and that whipping action away is what gives you the power. So there's your lead hand back fist. If you're not sure what that looks like, look up Enter the Dragon on YouTube. It's the first fight scene Bruce Lee has with Bob Wall, where he cracks him on the side of the face. Take a look at that, you'll see what I mean. Right, anatomy. So every syllabus set, we have some anatomy. So I've done some little charts and that this time. So the basic ones we're looking at now are all to do with blood pressure points in arteries. Now you don't need to know about difference between arteries and veins. It's good if you do know. Very, very simply, arteries take oxygenated blood away from the heart around the body. Veins take the deoxygenated blood back to the body. Arteries are muscular and therefore have a pulse. So if you can feel a pulse, then it's pretty much got to be an artery. I think there's one that's different to that. But most of your arteries, all the arteries on the body, bar that one, which I can't remember the name of, all pulse. Okay, so the ones we're looking at are carotid in the side of the neck, brachial. Now, brachial comes all the way up the arm, but we're concerned about this part here, because this, again, if you feel it, you'll feel it's a little bit tender. These are all strike points or grab points as well. So side of the neck, carotid, brachial into the arm, the inside of the arm. Then you got inside of the wrist. You got your radius and ulnar arteries, and the tendons for your fingers. So again, this is all to do with knife stuff. Someone flings a knife at you. If you cut this part of your arm, yeah, it'll bleed, but it's nowhere near as dangerous as cutting this part of your arm, because this will take you out very, very quickly, and you probably can't use your fingers. And the last one is femoral, on the inside of the thigh. So what I've done is some charts to help you learn this. So here we've got carotid. So there it is on the side of the neck. I've published these on our website as well. And then it's aimed at children, but anybody can use these. If you try to remember what carotid is or how to say it, take a look at that. Hopefully that helps. Car, rot, something smelly and horrible, and then id at the end. I couldn't think what to put for that. I could have done an ID, I suppose, a driver's license, but you know, I don't want to confuse people. So car, rot, id, side of the neck. Okay, next one. Brachial. I'm only going to do 2 today. So brachial, there is the brachial. So it's pronounced brachial or brachial. And then to help you remember, hopefully that helps. It's a bit of fun. Hopefully it'll help you do it. So we've got carotid and brachial. They're the 2 we're looking at today. I'll finish them. I'm going to finish them because we got this far. I'm going to do the other 2. Next, we've got wrist. So it shows you there the radius. You probably can't see that with the picture, but it shows you the radial and ulnar arteries. But we're more concerned about the end of the wrist there, just by the side of the hand. And really, for kids especially, we're just looking for the inside of the wrist. I've got no little clever things for that. If you can think of one, let me know. Radius is on the top, ulnar's underneath. So with your thumb up, ulnar's underneath. And then finally, femoral. So it's on the inside of your thigh there. Again, it's a strike point, it's a kick point. We've got a technique where we kick that, but also it's an area to protect. If you get cut there, then you're in serious trouble. So hopefully they'll be useful going forward. So the next one we're looking at is a roundhouse kick. So we're on the roundhouse kick. So roundhouse kick, you get speed and power from a roundhouse kick, from a combination of rotation of your hip and whiplash action of the knee. So a roundhouse kick looks like this. Now, to achieve roundhouse, the main thing you need to do is turn your supporting foot to the side. I'll put this down a little bit to show you the camera. If you keep your supporting foot facing forward, like a lot of kids do, especially in the beginning, and adults, to be fair, when they're first learning this technique, is they tend to kick with the side of the foot, the instep. We do a kick like that, but it's called a crescent kick, and it's totally different. That's not what we're looking at. So to achieve a roundhouse, turn this foot 90 degrees that way, and then kick. So in the direction in which you're kicking, effectively, you're going to turn the foot that way. If you're kicking higher, you may need to turn the foot even further back. I've seen people kick high with their foot's facing right the way back. There, so you can do it that way. It's designed to open up the hips and kick with the top of the foot. Kicking with the top of the foot. So I do 5 roundhouse kicks in the air in your own time. Hands again, remember the hands. So don't let your hands drop. Don't be kicking like this. Keep your hands up. So 5 of each leg. Off you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Swapping legs. I'm rubbish on the left, but I need to practice it. Again, turn the foot. Your muscle memory will not be so good on the left if you're right-handed. So you need to think about what you're doing. Turn the foot to face that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to do 6 squats, followed by roundhouse kicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I did squats yesterday. Blooming legs. Tired. So, okay, roundhouse kick. Okay, so we have a kata to do. I'm keeping aware of the time as well. So we're going to do a little bit of this kata. So, as I said before, this is inspired by Kung Fu. So our kata is a set series of movements, which are all in techniques in the syllabus set. Okay, so the kata. Kata looks like this. I'll start facing, I'll swap in a second. So we'll start with a bow, you step back, you start with a crescent kick. So crescent kick is where your leg is straight and you're impacting with the instep of your leg. So crescent kicks first move, crescent kick, bring it back, step forward, and that lead hand back fist we talked about, we were practicing earlier. So crescent kick, lead hand back fist. 1, 2. Then the person punches. You're going to lean backwards. You're going to move their arm out the way. With the same arm, you're going to do a straight punch. Let's go to that again. 3, step back, crescent kick, lead hand back fist. Lean back and move the arm out the way. Lunge punch. Once more, then we'll move on. 3, step back, crescent kick, lead hand back fist. Lean back, lunge punch. They step and punch with their right arm. So you step backwards, move their arm out the way, and then you punch them in the face over the top of the arm. That is it for the first section of that kata. Okay, so let's do that again. So this is the beginner section of this kata. I'm going to go this way now, give you a different angle of it. So we start with a bow ray, step back, crescent kick, lead hand back fist, lean back and move, lunge punch, step back, and I forgot one move, so I'm going to add in now. It's a low kick there to the leg and a punch over the top. My apologies, I forgot that. So again, 3, step back, crescent kick, lead hand back fist, lean back and move the arm out the way, lunge punch, step back and move the arm out the way, low kick and a punch. There's your stop. So this low kick then. So again, imagine this is my opponent here. I'm up here, working up here. Boom. You just come in with the side of the foot in the step look, and you're looking to either attack the knee or possibly the shin, or simply distract the person. So they're up here, fighting up here, suddenly they get a kick low, and then that opens up lots of other things you can do afterwards. In the case of our technique, we're just going to punch them in the face. So they've stepped forward with a punch there, which we're going to kick the front leg, move it, and that, as you see, that exposes that head, so we can take the strike there. That's where it's aimed at. So we're going to go this way. So raise, step back, crescent kick, lead hand back fist, lean back, lunge punch, step back, low kick punch, back to guard, get together and finish. There's an intermediate section and an advanced section on that kata as well, but that just takes you to that. So one more time. We'll go this way. I don't think going that way is going to help you at all, so I'll go this way. Bow, step back, crescent kick, lead hand back fist, lean back and parry with the same arm, step back and move the arm out the way, low kick and punch, back to fighting stance, get together, finish. So that's part 1 of that kata. I have done a separate video just on that kata with a partner as well to show you all the moves. So take a look at that. If you need it, send me a message and I'll send you a link over to that one. Okay. Right, so the next technique we're going to work on is low front kicks. We'll do a bit of that as well. We'll come back to that in a second. First of all, we're going to go back to those press-ups we did earlier. So basically, 5 close hand press-ups, 5 ordinary or shoulder width press-ups, and then 5 wide or 1 meter press-ups. Off you go. From there, the plank position. Go 30 seconds in the plank. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 20 feet. Oh, they're nicely warm now. Warming up, lovely. So this low kick then, I'm going to do a few more practices on this low kick. Let's just turn this camera down a little bit. So kick this earlier, this is ideal. So there's a contact patch on your foot, the inside of your foot, called the instep. This part here, inside of your foot. So you're basically going to turn, boom. you're going to turn and just drive that in. So you can stamp it if you want, but that takes more time. So really all we're doing is bringing it up in a bit of an arc, just coming up like that. So we could kick up into the shin if we've got shoes on. We could attack the side of the knee or the front of the knee and hit the patella or the kneecap. Or we can simply, as I mentioned earlier, just do it as a distraction. So you can stamp, you can come up in an arc. We're just tending to come up in an arc. From our kata, what we've basically done is we're there, we step back. So we're going to kick with this back leg now. 1, 2, punch over the top, and there's our finish. So again, if you've got a pad, fantastic. Got a pad here. It's probably going to fall over. So from there, kick the pad. So you're just driving that in. So you might think this isn't a particularly powerful kick, but you can get a lot of power from this kick. I wouldn't say you're going to take out a big person with it, not if you hit them in the midriff or something, but certainly around about the legs, you're going to cause a bit of instability there on the legs. So we're there, watch. Follow me, and again. Yeah, quite a lot of power with that. So there's your low instep kick. Okay, so basic punching. Jab, cross, hook, and uppercut. I keep this in every syllabus set of ours because this is very important to do. We keep practicing this. So I'll do it straight on, then I'll do it to the side. So we've got jab, cross, hook, and uppercut. They're the moves. Jab, cross, hook, and uppercut. If you've done it before, if you've done a bit of boxing, a bit of kickboxing elsewhere, it'll probably be exactly the same. But I'll pick up on a few little bits in a minute. So first of all, we're going to do 5 of those in the air. Go. Okay, so jab. I don't want to go through these too much because I haven't got a lot of time and I don't want to. That I wasn't planned for today. So your jab is coming in here. There's your jab. You're going to have to lean that shoulder a little bit, turn that shoulder just to come into there, and then your cross. You're going to turn the hip. So it's 1, 2, 1, 2. Your cross is meant to be your power punch. This is meant to be your distance or your guard sort of move, keeping them at bay, and then that's your power one. So you're coming up on the ball of the foot. Jeff Thompson calls it crushing the cockroach. So you're twisting that heel into that ball of the foot, sorry, to the ground, lifting that heel. So from the side, it goes 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then we've got our hook. So from there, 1, 2, and the hook. When you do the hook, the elbow wants to be the same height as your fist and wrist. If the elbow's down, then you're going to crank that wrist. If the elbow's up, your wrist cranking the wrist the other way. All of this is going to cause problems with your wrist because a lot of power is coming into the wrist. So try and keep that up nice and high. So 1, 2, 3. Again, I'm lifting this ball of this foot again. Look, you can see, you can just see my, you should be able to see my heel in the camera there. So as I turn, toes to target. Good friend of mine always says that, toes to target. So 1, 2, 3, and then your uppercut. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. But also notice my elbows. I'm not doing this. My elbows are in tight, nice and tight. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the whole movement is tight. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's your jab, cross, hook, and uppercut. Okay. Okay, so we're going to do a couple of intermediate drills from our syllabus now. We've got a punching drill we're going to do. Bear with me, I've not done these in a while myself. Okay, so the first move we're going to put on this is a double overhand right. Double overhand right. So what's an overhand right? So left leg forward. 90% of the population is right-handed, so therefore they are what we call south orthodox stance. Sorry, not southpaw stance, orthodox stance. So left leg is forward, and you're punching. So your left arm is nearest the target until you turn your hips. So that's what we're looking at here with this one. So a double overhand right is where you're coming over. See how high this elbow is now? there. Personally, I'm going for a little point on the chin there called the mental nerve. Imagine you've got a mustache coming down there. Remember that, ladies? Imagine your mustache is coming down here. There's a little dip in there. That's my target point. That's what I'm aiming for. If I miss it completely, then I'm going to strike into the pecs or the sternum. So that's a pretty reasonable target. It's not as effective as the chin, but it's a reasonable target. So double overhand right. 1, 2. There's your first move. 1, 2. So just practice that a few times. So I'm just altering my feet position just to bring me forward a little bit. This is my target here. And I'm not going to be standing really close. I'm going to be about this distance away. So my jab is going to have to come there, and I'm going to turn my hips. So if I'm overhand right, I'm going to have to come forward into it, bring myself forward, come into that position. So that's the first technique in that drill, is double overhand right, followed by a left uppercut. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So the idea is you don't alter your distance from your opponent until you've done all that whole set. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You don't want to go 1, 2, and then come back and go 3, because obviously you moved away from your opponent. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3. I'm punching metal here, so very gently. So again, 1, 2, 3. Double overhand right, left uppercut, right hook. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the last one is the left hook. Left hook's your last one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's the whole set. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is someone's head, chin you're punching. Imagine what this is going to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All on that same target. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you can go back. Okay, so let's do that 3 more times. Go. 2, 3. Cool. That's your set on that one. We're going to leave it there. I'm going to go to work on it. Hopefully you are too. So we're going to leave it there. We're going to have a quick cool down. Hopefully you enjoyed that. If you're not watching live, then you can watch on the catch-up. Let's turn this camera down so you can see what I'm doing. So, stretching out. So bringing your feet. So bring your toes up, bring your feet as close as you can to your hips. And then lean forward as far as you can. And just hold the position for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lean towards one knee. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On the other knee. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now one leg out. We don't normally stretch both legs at the same time because you can't pull on your lumbar of your back, small of your back. So we tend to do 1 foot on its own. Swap your legs. And one leg over, other arm around. Try and get both bum cheeks on the ground. Your back nice and straight, and turn towards the leg that's up. I'm looking that way with my right leg up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Swap your legs. Same again on the other side. Both bum cheeks on the ground. Small of your back, nice and straight. Stand nice and proud, or sit nice and proud. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, next we're going to do hamstrings. So lie on your back, grab your end of your trousers if you can. You're going to pull that for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Swapping legs. Exactly the same on the other leg. So this is for your hamstring, the back of your leg there. Try and keep your knee straight if you can. If you can't, grab your ankle or your trousers, grab your knee. Even that is good, but that works the hips more than the hamstring. Keep that leg as straight as you can. You should feel a bit of a pull there. 2 and 1. Now, one of my favourites, bring your right ankle onto your left knee. Put your right hand between your legs, grab hold of your shin. Both of just bring that knee towards your chest. This works this area here at the bottom of your glute, around the bottom of your hip there. 3, 2, 1. Swapping legs. Left ankle on right knee. Hand between. Bringing the leg in. 4, 5. Oh, so I'll do 10, 9, 8, 7. I feel this on this leg, oddly enough. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we'll do a lumbar stretch. So knees up, arms out to the side, head to the right, legs to the left. If you get any lumbar pain at all, really take this slowly or even don't do it. But if you're okay, if your lumbar's quite relaxed like mine is, you're going to swap your head to the other side and swap your legs. And then I just stretch my legs out a little bit, put a little bit more stretch onto the lumbar. Like I said, if you can't do it, that's absolutely fine. Do what you can. And back to the middle, and back to the other side. Don't forget to breathe. And swap again, last one. Knees back to the middle and roll yourself forward. Okay, onto your fronts. So you're going to bring your hands level with your shoulders, and you're slowly going to arch your back as far as you're comfortable. Then you're going to relax. Then you're going to go up again. Look over your right shoulder to your right foot. You can keep your head up the whole time, your back bent the whole time. Look over your left shoulder to your left foot. And then you're going to grab one leg and bring your knees together. Bring your heel into your bottom. If you can't feel a stretch on the front of your thigh, just lift your chest up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Swap your legs. Exactly the same on the other side. Try and bring those knees together. It helps with the stretch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, you're going to go into child pose to finish off. So you're just bringing back, bringing your head down, stretching your shoulders out, and breathe in, and relaxing everything. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And there you stand up. And we're finished. We'll finish with a little bow. Thank you all for training and coming along and keeping active during Zoom. So get together and thank you all for training. Thank you guys. Hope you enjoyed that. I enjoyed the session. I'm nice and warm now. Brilliant. Have a great day. Hopefully see you soon. Bye-bye.